So I have my down payment and I'm all ready to buy this house. What do you mean I need to pay for closing costs on top of that?
Well, Ben, there are some additional fees towards closing that you'll want to be aware of if you're purchasing a home. For instance, in Pennsylvania, there is a 2% transfer tax that's due at settlement, and that is split equally between the buyer and seller. So, for instance, a $200,000 house, you'll pay $2,000 towards that tax. So each side will pay towards that tax. You'll also want to consider property taxes. You'll want to account for about 13 months worth of property taxes, and what that does is that allows you to credit the seller back for any tax that they've already paid on the property for that year, and then also it helps you to build your own escrow account to have a cushion. Your escrow account will include taxes, homeowners insurance, and any HOA fees that may pertain to the particular house that you're interested in. Title insurance is another fee that is determined by the sales price of the home. And then also you'll want to keep in mind 1 year homeowners insurance. So that again will get you covered right from settlement and then also help to build that escrow account.
Right, Lisa. Another fee you might want to think about is if you're buying a home in an HOA community, sometimes they will charge an upfront fee, anywhere from a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 to join the community. Appraisal fees are something that are typically paid upfront, and then the lender also has some fees that they add to your settlement charges. Government fees, such as recording the deed and mortgage, are also added to the closing costs. And the broker and the title company also have fees that they charge for using their services. One last thing, that if you're using a VA or an FHA loan, there's a funding fee involved, which often can be rolled into the mortgage, but sometimes needs to be paid up front, and that's based on the purchase price of the home. But when you do find the home that you love, your realtor should be able to run closing costs for you before you make the offer, so you're aware of how much money you'll need to bring to closing. And this way you can real estate like a boss.